today. From CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. It's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here come the Seahawks. Time for that offense, and quarterback Russell Wilson to go to work.
I love this quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. On first down, Wilson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Wilson got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Wilson on first down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
Wilson, sack.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for it. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On first down, it's Carson. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed, and this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. And this one might be going the other way. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
The holding penalty negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. They'll run it with Bell. And he'll be taken down right around the 27.
Le'Veon Bell, the ball carrier. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of
the first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Space to maneuver at the 40. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
First down, Kansas City.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
A gain of 15.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 7, Chiefs 0.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down.
On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris.
The ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He is going to find Hill here. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive.
And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
Russell Wilson sacked by Shaquem Griffin.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Throwing on second and long. Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long. And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And possession will switch hands, first and 10.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
On the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Second and 9 now. They'll roll him out right. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
48-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on second and 8.
Dixon again, the ball.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 5.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game.
Dixon to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Second and 3. Being chased out left. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Completes it to Hardman. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
To throw now on first down. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
At the 33-yard line.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Chiefs 8.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
From the 6.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Darrell Taylor
in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And incomplete on the deep ball. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Buying time to his left. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that to Edwards-Helaire out of the backfield. But now it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
have to eat this one as down he goes.
Quarterback sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his left. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 10. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There was a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. They're going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. Stay back, stay back. Mike, 56. Mike, 56.
They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Steps away to his left. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
Well, that's something we saw over and over last year in college from him, his ability to make plays outside the pocket. And it's something that the colleges and the NFL are starting to embrace more and more, practicing those types of plays to make sure that they're comfortable making them when they do escape the pocket.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Darrell Taylor picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Second and long. Steps away. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
On the tackle.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Intended for Tyree.
Had open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. It was pretty evident in reading everything, hearing these guys talk, that this was a deal they wanted to get done. They know how valuable he is to this team.
Absolutely a key component to what they do and what they do well. And if they want to continue to have success in the future, they knew they needed him, and they got the deal done.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Being checked. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line.
A loss of a yard.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. run now on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The pass.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. The quick slant caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown.
Kansas City.
Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
The Chiefs.
So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2. Back to throw again. Staying on his feet, but now he's swallowed up and taken down.
No good.
So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now first and 10 at their own 24. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. To throw again. Wilson, that's taken in, complete to Reynolds.
Wilson.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on third and inches. Eluding. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Edwards-Helaire.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Edwards-Helaire, the ball carrier.
More muscle up front for this second and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
Brings up second and
2. Here's Edwards-Helaire.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Slide Edwards-Helaire, the ball carrier.
They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The tackle made by...
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And now if the Chiefs hit the PAT, they will take the lead.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
A 6-yard.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the shotgun, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
10 more yards. Complete to Chris Carson. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the Chiefs'
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Brock. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. This is Carson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
on the carry.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff here to his running back. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 22 yards there, a first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Going deep here for Watkins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. He'll find Reynolds over the middle. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Rolling to his right, and that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Final score.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Chiefs, they boost their record up to a strong 4-.